Oh my God. Ooh, that is sexy though. Wow, that is sexy. Can I say that one more time? Hello, my name is Brendan. I'm from the United States. I am a Marine combat veteran who's fought in Afghanistan twice. Now I live in South Korea where I'm a professional MMA fighter.
Brennan, can you tell me about weapons inspection?
Weapons inspection is when your weapon is inspected. Oh, I'm joking. Weapons inspection is when someone comes around and makes sure that your weapon is functioning properly. All the chambers and the bolts and everything is working and functioning well. They check to make sure the weapon is actually clean. It depends on the inspection overall. There's two types of inspection. There's inspection when you're in the platoon, and then there's like your squad inspection and your your inspection overall for like combat. Inspection for when you get your weapon inspected is make sure that the bolt and everything is working. If you're in like formation or drill, they inspect the weapon, make sure, oh, it's working functionally. Okay, it's good, it's clean. They check it, make sure it's clean like that. And that's just for like formal drill inspection. If you go to Afghanistan or something, they check your weapon to make sure that it's working for war. So there's two types of inspections.
Have you ever done weapons inspection yourself?
Inspection arms? Yes, I did. It's been forever, baby. So here, inspection arms. Here, bring it forward. Here. And then whenever you rack it forward, it locks. That's inspection arms. This shows like whenever you lock the bolt back, you go up, make sure there's no round in the chamber, bring it down. Then when the person comes forward to you, which is the inspecting officer or whatever, offer his hand out, and with one hand control, you'll pass it off. He'll grab it, and then he brings it in, check, hand in the barrel, then next thing you know, hands it back off. Here, you send the bolt back home, close the cover, and then from there, easily guide it back down, make sure it doesn't hit the ground. You don't want to do that, ever. Because what that would do is when you slam it on the ground, it would actually mess up the bolt inside. It can cause a misfire as well if the weapon is malfunctioning within the bolt carrier group. So it's really important to never slam your weapon because it can cause malfunctions if you have to use it in war. This inspection arms was for the M16A4 service rifle, not for the K2 obviously because the bolts are very different. Pew, 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 pew. So today we're going to be looking at Korean, Japanese, and American weapons inspections. Oh, pretty fast. You can't really grasp if the weapon is working functionally. Like if this weapon is properly with just a quick look over, you can't really inspect the weapon like that. In the Marine Corps, when they inspect our weapons, they come to me and they ask me, oh, what's the area range for your weapon? Sir, the area range is 600 meters. What rounds does it shoot? Oh, 5.56 millimeter. Like they'll ask you questions while they're inspecting it to make sure your weapons work and you know how to use your weapon. That's how the Marine Corps operates. I don't know what the heck I just saw, but that was too fast. I don't want to speak here anymore. Let me slap the weapon and give it back. That's basically what I saw with Japan. It's like his head down over the weapon. The way he was moving the weapon around, if there was a faulty mechanism within the bolt carrying group and there was a misfire, his brains would be spaghetti, for sure. You never look down the barrel of a gun because you don't know if the weapon is. What causes most misfires is that there's a firing pin inside of the bolt carrier group, which is messed up, which is in result of a lot of misfires. So you never flag yourself or anything at all. You never even look down the barrel of the weapon, ever. That was stupid, so I want to watch it again. Oh, well, look at the weapon, look down the barrel like a stupid idiot, and it's like the weapon, give it back. Like, I don't understand. And he does it again. Ugh. Oh. Whoa! Ooh, that is sexy though. Army or no army, that is sexy. Wow, that is sexy. That's how you inspect the arm. Notice when he did the inspection arms, he never looked down the barrel of the gun. You never do that, ever. Japan has some things to learn. Oh, I spoke too soon. Motherfucker. Anyway, you never looked down the barrel of the gun, ever. He looked down the barrel of the gun. That formal inspection arms, I guess looking down the barrel of the gun is okay. But the weapons that they had in Japan, those are actual military like combat weapons that they use in war. It's not like the former like this. Those weapons are retired. They're made to not be able to fire. But the weapons that Japan are using are weapons that they use in actual drills and combat and etc. So those weapons are more prone to misfire, if any. So even though I'm upset that they looked down the barrel of the gun in the American one, I understand because that's a retired weapon. Those weapons wasn't fired since 1940s, 1945. Around that time is when those weapons were used. So they can look down those are retired. But the Japan ones, those are used for daily activities. You can't do that. So I was taught to never slam your weapon, never slap the weapon, anything. I was taught never to do that, ever. I never did that, ever. I think it's to be fancy and cool, whatever. But the weapons in the second video, those are retired, so they can slap it all the time if they want. However, if it's your service weapon, like when I did drill for inspection arms, whatever, when they did inspection with us, they never looked down the barrel of the weapon. They never did any of that. They never slapped the weapon. They never did. They just inspected it, checked it up, looked down, make sure the weapon was clean. And after that, they gave the weapon back to me, closed the cover, and brought it right back down. Never slapped my weapon, never looked down the barrel, nothing. But that's the Army though, so. Because it was so smooth. It was like, as soon as he got the weapon, he got it, went, checked it, went in, rubbed it, no dust. It was literally inspecting it to make sure the weapon was immaculate. That's how sexy. It was so smooth with his inspection arms. It wasn't like Japan. Japan was like, dun, 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 dun. I'm not trying to clown Japan, but I mean, there's video. That's what I saw. If you're honor guard, that's all you do is eat, sleep, and breathe. So they can literally be blindfold, walk up, grab the weapon, inspect it blindfold. That's how much they train all the time with it. I couldn't do it, but they could do it. When I see, especially American inspection arms, I see a lot of culture and history within the inspection arms. It's more than just fancy thing. When you see American inspection arms, it means a lot. It's like, okay, this guy's in a uniform, the same uniform that his ancestors fought in, his brothers in previous lives fought in. So there's more history in that.
보행으로 헌병들 앞에 섰다.
Wow. Wow. Can I say that one more time? Oh my God. Wow. Please. Okay, we're ready. We're ready.
보행으로 헌병들 앞에 섰다.
Whoa! Rewind that back. I'm gonna show you where the barrel was to his chest. He didn't flag himself, he pointed to the area. If you notice that, he pointed to a degree angle. He didn't fully flag himself. That's what the Marines taught us, never flag yourself with the weapon. So he looked down the barrel, but it was at a 45-degree angle, just in case there was a malfunction. If you are a Marine and you've seen this, you catch that heads on. He didn't look straight down. He put it at a 45-degree angle. That way he would see if the barrel was clean, also not flagging himself, brought it up, boom, take your weapon back. That was epic. That was epic. That was epic. I love that one more than any other one. Wow. The Japan one, I was like, meh. The American one, I was like, it's sexy, but it was like some things I didn't like they did, but it's the Army. But the Marine, oh my goodness. Wow. It was just like snap, 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 snap. And I was like, wow, that was beautiful. Wow. The Marines are so cool. The sound they make when they are all synchronized makes me feel good for some reason. It does feel good because it's so crisp. It's just like sharp and crisp. Everything with the Marine Corps, what they teach you is everything is snap, 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 snap. So everything is so crisp, even to our uniforms, to the way we fold our sleeves with our uniforms. It's just really, really, really good overall. It's the scariest when they bring a cotton swab during an inspection. That's true. When they bring a cotton swab, it's like, oh crap, I didn't get that last little spot. I lived for cleaning my weapon. When I made sure my weapon was spotless. There was no dust, no dirt. But yeah, my weapon was super clean. The way they form is the same wherever you go. For real, it seems like weapons inspection is not the purpose and it's to show for an event. That is true. Except for like the one with the Korean Marines. Other ones are just like, meh. But I really respect the Korean Marine one. Like, that shows me like these guys are actual Marines. If I would have seen that drill instructor flag himself with the weapon, I would have been so pissed off. But the way he did it, that's how you do it. He didn't have it where you look straight down a weapon, but he had it at a 45 where he looked down, saw it, okay, you're good, boom. That's how Marines operate. And I love that it's so universal when it comes to Korean Marines and American Marines, so on and so forth. Army, that's their own thing. If they want to blow it, whatever, do you. But Marines, I hold us to a higher standard, so. Japan, chat, 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 chat. Korea, super fast. US, let's see here. Oh my gosh, that is so funny. It's funny because it's true. Let's see here. Your weapon is clean. Flip it. Clean. Yeah, that's US Army. So the major difference I noticed was the Korean Marines, the way they handled their weapons inspection. They inspected the full weapon, everything. They was able to look down the barrel without actually looking down the barrel like the American Army and the Japanese guys did, you know. So the way they inspected it was completely different, safe, and it was eccentric from what I previously saw during the inspection videos. So I was really ecstatic to see that the Korean Marines were able to set the bar.
Which one was your favorite?
Korean Marines. Korean Marine was the favorite. Not because they're Marines, it's just my favorite because the way they conducted themselves during it. It was so crisp. At first, until the US Army did that bull crap, I was going for the US Army. And then they flagged themselves. I'm like, so yeah, Korean Marines for sure. So today we watched US versus Korea versus Japan weapons inspections. I think that each country did very well. I do have a lot of pride with the Korean Marines. There's just some things that you won't get unless you are a Marine. And I feel like the Korean Marines have a very good understanding of weapons handling and weapons safety within their weapons inspections. If you like this video, be sure to comment below. Also be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the future. So